long time no see channel. It's been about, I don't know, almost a year, maybe 10 months since my last upload. And I uploaded something with some quotes, I think, after renovating my kitchen and all that stuff. And then I stopped uploading videos again, like usual. And yeah, here we are. This last couple of 6 months, or these last 6 months, I would say, I didn't know if I was gonna do this video in English or Swedish, but for some reason I just speaking English by now. It resonates with me, so I'm just going to continue doing that. These last couple of months, or the last half year, has been, I wouldn't say a wild ride, because I haven't been doing much, I haven't been doing anything, but it's been a ride. And it's difficult to know what to do in terms of starting this conversation. But long story short, in October I was diagnosed and sick written with burnout syndrome, or in Swedish utmattning syndrome, which basically means that my brain was fried and I wasn't capable of completing any tasks that I'm designed or supposed to complete. Noticing that I wasn't really completing any assignments. I kept putting off the smallest of things that I knew that was super easy, that would normally take me 10 minutes to do. It took me 2 weeks. And had a troubled time sleeping, always riled up, and started forgetting things. I would say things a couple of times a week, forgetting that I said something yesterday, and then I would go on to say things a couple of times per day, saying something, and then 1 hour later forgetting that I've said it already and say it one more time. So I went to the health clinic, spoke to a doctor, and I did a test. And they basically said, all right, you're gonna be home for 2 months. You go home now, you go sleep, you don't go back to work, shut down your work PC or your computer, just go home and relax, this is bad. And I didn't know at the time, what this was going to mean. I thought that, okay, now I get to relax, I get a vacation, nice, well-deserved vacation, and all that stuff. And I even went to the wrong health clinic. I went to the wrong health clinic thinking that I was supposed to be there. I don't know why I would think that. And when they told me I don't have an appointment there, I kind of panicked. Because, when you have somewhat of a burnout or a worn out brain, your ability to handle stress significantly decreases. And so I couldn't really handle that or process that information properly or efficiently, and at the same time act calm. So I was a panic, and they said, not only don't you have an appointment here, you're not even a part of this health clinic. And I was about to pass out, I got a big panic, so I told them, I asked them how could this be possible, They said I'm written on this other health clinic, and I just drove there. I don't even remember the drive to that place. And I went there and I saw the doctor, and we spoke for an hour or so. Sent me home, and I was to do nothing. I got some medication to help me sleep, because I slept very bad for a very long time. I've slept very poorly, and I started sleeping more, did pretty much nothing. I had brain fog coming more and more. The first week was okay. I was able to play some computer games, enjoying myself with my friends. And I thought, you know what, is this what it's like? I can live with this. This isn't so bad. And then 2 weeks in, once my body has noticed that, okay, I'm not at work and stuff like that, and things are a bit calmer at home now. Now we can start relaxing and not produce adrenaline all the time and stuff like that. And that's when the real brain fog. And that's when, you know, the brain just shuts down and you can't think, you can't do anything. You're just existing. And it was the first time, you know, if you're studying, you become tired and you want to sleep. Sure, you're tired. But when you get the brain fog, I don't know how to describe it. It's like when you work out here, right? You do biceps curls and you get a pump, right? And you feel like your bicep is going to explode. And it feels so nice, but at the same time, it feels like it's going to explode. And then you can put the bicep dumbbell down, and after a couple of seconds, it's gonna, you know, go down to a more calm state. Still gonna be full of blood, but you know, that's the kind of cramp. Or if you do like a interval training, you get the Swedish called mjölksyra. I don't know what it's called in Swedish, but you get like the cramps and you keep going. That was the thing that was happening in my head. The thing is, I didn't have a dumbbell to put down, so just the cramp just came and pull you down, and you can't even look. It's like the eyelids are like shutting down, and your whole body is just like pressing every button, like someone in the control room up here is just pressing everything, hoping that something will work, you know. And you would just have to sit down or lay down, close your eyes and think of nothing and hope that it passes. And it could be 1 minute, 10 minutes, 2 hours, you know, half a day. You didn't know, and you couldn't think of time, because then you were using the brain and it would get worse, you know. So after the second week, I started having that, and that's when I realized that my brain is probably pretty tired, and I'm probably very overdue a serious rest. So here I am, 6 months later, working 25%, and 25% if I'm like going in for work and I'm like trying to work efficiently and put in a lot of work at the time. In 25%, I'm done, guys. So that's what I've been doing this last couple of 6 months. I've just been trying to work out. I couldn't even work out when I was at my worst, because I couldn't focus on my bodies and everything. I couldn't go here, and just being here, and there was like a mess of things, like, you know. So I couldn't work out and do anything for like a month. Then I started working out a bit in peace and quiet. I couldn't have any music, that was too distracting. And yeah, then I started working out a little bit. I've been doing here and there during the autumn or the fall and the winter, stuff like that. And then when I went back to work, I also started doing some BJJ again. It feels really nice. It's like something that I can just do and not think about it. It's just like the body acts on its own. And did that, and started getting more into like no-gi grappling. I'm shit, and I have no cardio because I haven't trained in so many years. But it's still a lot of fun, and we have a great crew there, great bunch of people that, you know, like a tight-knit family there. So that's nice. But yeah, burnout sucks, I'm telling you. I'm 28, about to turn 29. Right now I cannot clearly focus for more than 30 minutes. And then I take a break for like 15-20 minutes and focus for 30 minutes. I'll probably have ADHD, so I hyperfocus, and my psychiatrist that I talk to also believes that I have a lot of the common traits of someone with ADHD. So, you know, I want to be hyper-focused, but my brain cannot handle it right now, so it's like a battle, you know. So working out helps with that. But yeah, life is kind of stopped, you know. I'm not bad at my job. I've not gotten stupider. I've not gotten more stupid now. I'm just tired, you know. And everything is kind of on hold for me right now. I don't have the means or the energy to make a move in my career. So right now I'm just maintaining. I have a lot of projects with cars. I bought 2 cars from a friend of mine, a good friend of mine that I was supposed to work on. I haven't touched those. I've started to touch one of them right now, or lately. I'm not doing like 1 screw a day, which I'm probably gonna film. It's a Nissan Skyline, which is like one of the dream cars, you know. haven't had any energy to do that. I was supposed to take off some parts and sell some things and make the money back. So and then so everything I've never foreseen this. I've never had like a backup in case something like this happens. So it's also been like financially, it's also been a stress, but I've been managing. Um, but yeah, life is kind of standing still right now. So, and as a person with a lot of ambition, a lot of hope, or not hope, but a lot of goals and dreams, standing still is not exactly what you want to do. So it's something that you or I have to learn how to cope with. And it's really difficult, it's really hard. And every day I can't really plan anything because I might feel okay now, but in 5 hours, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I might feel okay today, but if I'm gonna plan, all right, let's do this tomorrow, and I'll bring over people to help me with whatever, clean the garage, help me with the car. Even talking like this makes me tired, and then the day people, they make an effort to come here, and then the next day I just have to be in the couch. So yeah, I'm getting better and better at listening to myself and also valuing myself. My history is too long to take here, but I have a history of putting everything and everyone before myself. I need to take care of the pack, I need to take care of the family, I need to take care of everyone at work, I need to put out people's fires, because I take on other people's responsibilities now, and I'll make sure that they don't fail. But in doing that, I fail, and doing that all over over the years, it will accumulate in you having a lower I would say not self-esteem, but a lower sense of self-worth. So it's not like I don't believe in myself. I think I'm great with my job. I can do a lot of things. I could have most things knowledge-wise, not energy-wise right now. But having people around me, and I will always put them before me, so that is something that I have to work with. So that's kind of like the story. I made another YouTube channel during my burnout, and I actually, because I wanted to have some kind of structure, so I would just like put this camera on and film me and like upload it pretty much almost raw, and while I was home at 100%. It was like a way for me to talk to people, because I like to socialize, and I had no one. A lot of people, like everyone else's life is going, it keeps going. Your life stops, but everyone else keeps going. The world doesn't stop because you do. So I bought this, made this home gym. I didn't want to be around at the public gym, around more people. I wanted to, take it easy at home and stuff like that. So I built this home gym, which I'm really happy about. Spent all my sick leave money on it, and yeah, got more interested into Olympic lifting, and doing that in combination with like BJJ. I think it's I think I have an opportunity to still become good at these things. So I try to do a lot of BJJ as much as I can, because it feels so good to have a better trained heart. If this one is tired, at least I can train my heart and take care of my body, So do that, and then I need to lift weight maybe. Weights, I should lift 2 times a week at least. I would prefer 3 times a week. But, it all depends. Sometimes there's an opportunity to roll 1 extra time at the club on the BJJ. And then that experience also, it's also worth something. So yeah, so been doing that, dealing with not being able to do things. I was also diagnosed with depression. It kind of goes hand in hand with burnout. I personally felt that once I was able to sleep more, I would feel better. I was kind of in a numb state where whatever happens, happens. Someone drives me off the road, if I get the disease more tomorrow, it's like my body did not have the energy to be bothered with worrying about these things. that it just didn't matter anymore, you know. So I'm happy that I'm not in that state anymore, because it's weird to want to be happy but not being happy. But you know that you know what the feeling and of being content is, and you're just not. You're just empty, you know. This movement is basically just, I don't know if you can see in the mirror here, yeah, you can see it. Sitting pause squats to get used to the like front squat kind of movement, and at the top, pushing it up, because I want to become used to the motion, so I can do like clean and jerk, which I believe is a great exercise, especially when you have limited time and stuff like that. Yes, if you can do clean and jerk and work on your like the whole body, like shoulders, core, legs, then I think that's really, really good. So we'll do this, and it's not gonna be a crazy session, because I've been doing like mostly only BJJ now for a while, so I've fallen behind with weightlifting weights. I worked up decent amount of weights when I was only doing that before I went back to rolling. So now I'm just gonna incorporate more and more weight training every week as my body evolves and becomes stronger. So this and this lateral stretches and the movement and the mobility is something that I want to also, yeah. This also works your upper back, which is something also I want to increase my strength with. So if I'm like wrestling, I go down and shoot someone, I want to be able to keep my posture like this, and not like this, you know. So shoot in, bam, and this is gonna help me. So now I've done some sitting down squats. Just gonna do some normal presses. Then we'll go up to 40 kilos. And we'll do a couple of those. We'll do side raises and then leg extensions, and that will be it, you know. And also the other YouTube channel I made, at the time when I was burned out, I became ashamed of it. I didn't know how to handle everything, because people that know, they see me, I'm burnt out, and I want to record kind of my state and all that. And I was thinking, what are people going to think when they see me recording videos about being burnt out? And when you're burnt out, you're not supposed to be doing anything. And so I had quite a bit of like head ghosts, or whatever you call it, mental ghosts and thoughts like that. So I made another channel which helped me get through it at the time, and now I'm happy I got through it. Now I feel comfortable going back to this channel, and I can talk about it instead, you know. So 40 kilos, front squat, pause, up and push. It's not, I mean, it doesn't look heavy, but trust me, for me at least, it's not the easiest, you know. It's a good exercise, and you have to take into account what's your weakest link and how much can that link part of your body take, and adapt it to that, you know. So yeah, you know, thinking that if I hadn't done things the way I did it, I could have had another, you know, position at work. I could have made more money. I could have done this. I could have been in a position where I could affect more, and all those things. Right now is just standing still, you know, just treading water. So that sucks. And it's also a battle of knowing that you've done a lot of things for a lot of people. Now when your life stops or whatever life continues, so it makes it difficult sometimes for me to accept that. And I wouldn't say I feel resentment, but I feel angry at the fact that I took the hit. And you know, it sounds kind of selfish. I'm not sure if I explained it correctly, but you know, when people say I don't have time to help you, you know, I have to think about myself, and I would think about them as selfish before, and now, I mean, it's like if I had a little bit more of that in me, you know, then I would have had probably not been in this position, you know. All right, I'm gonna do a set of 3, and we'll see how well this exercise goes. I haven't known this way for a long time. This is exciting. So I think 4 sets of these would be good. Then side raises and some leg kicks is supersets, and I don't know, maybe some triceps. I have judo tomorrow, so I try to get 3 days a week in of training, 2 sparring with BJJ rolls, no gi, and 1 with judo. So as long as I get those and like session at the gym or so, I'm actually happy. Some weeks, as I said, there might be an opportunity to roll during lunch, and you know you're gonna get a lot of good feedback and get used to rolling, so you know, then you might take those chances. But there's a lot of prioritization that needs to be done now, and you know, I usually know what I want to do. I usually know how I would like to see things. I just don't have the courage to stand for what I want, you know, because I don't believe that it's valid. For some reason, I would think that, oh, this is not a valid argument, or what I want is not important enough, you know. All right, quiet and do more. I think even before now, but okay. My memory is coming back little by little. I still forget things on a daily basis. And once I become, you know, a little bit stressed, you know, I still cannot handle stress, you know. I only work 25%, it's like 2 hours a day, you know. And in 2 weeks, I'm gonna try 50% and work half days. It's going to be exciting to try it out, but also, you know, I know that it's gonna be a period where I'm gonna be super tired all the time. And that's just the way it's gotta be. And after a month or so, maybe I start feeling less tired and less tired, less tired, and you go up to 75% of work, and you become very tired, less tired, until you feel okay, 100% super tired, and then less until you feel okay, and then you're supposed to be home or back to work, you know, back to normal full time, you know. So yeah, it is my plan to hopefully go back and see. My job includes a lot of admin and administrative work, which can take a lot of time. So to time that with my schedule, you know, it's gonna be interesting. I have a lot of knowledge, but I don't have it on paper, you know. So a lot of people don't listen to me. So what I would prefer is to just have like a role where I can like say what I want to do and I can work with implementing, but have staff and people around me that don't want to think about solutions and, you know, write them up and take responsibility for them. But once there's a plan, they want to, you know, go through with it. And, you know, like you say, okay, we need to take down these documents. They're gonna say this and that, and this is the result we want from them. And if not, I'll take the responsibility. They're gonna look like this, and then have someone that actually wants to take the plan of the documents and make the documents or the program or whatever, and then say, okay, I've made what you wanted me to make according to your specs. Good luck, you know. That would be the best for me, you know. And maybe I'll get there someday. But you know, I don't have the experience of paper. I'm an old man in a young body, you know. So we'll see how that goes. And camping, I want to go camping as well. Just be out in nature, just take it easy and relax and just not have any plans. You know, I mean, plans are nice, but right now, since I can't have plans, and the plans that I've had for myself, they're all kind of crushed right now. So I've come to be comfortable with the idea that don't have plans, just go with as you go, because that's the only thing I can do right now. I don't know, maybe I will get better to the point where I can return on my path or not, and I'll just have to accept that, you know, life is what it is, you know. All right, last set of this. I really feel like it's tiring to keep everything up tight, but it feels good. Not sure if you can see me from here. Yeah, you can. So I basically have 2 days, different days of working out, because if I cannot get more than 2 days in, then I can at least I've at least spaced out all my exercises so I can, go through them all. So doing the shoulders and the front legs because of the clean and jerk. And then the second day I have bench and deadlift and also pull-ups, And if I haven't done, let's say I was supposed to do those on Wednesday, I didn't do those on Wednesday because I decided to go roll instead. Then I will do them maybe on Saturday or tomorrow or so. I feel like there's a lot of exercises that are good for you to optimize right now. Shoulders are hurting because I feel like they're like lagging behind. That's why I make sure I focus on my shoulders, and also my knees are feeling like, so I do some leg kicks here and there and train my hamstrings, so deadlift, remaining and normal is good, but as long as I get the front squat, I still have, like the posture, and since I can do the clean and jerk, get some pressing my shoulders, side raises, I feel like that's gonna help me tremendously. Oh, I have like 3 layers of clothes on me, but it still feels good because we have put the temperature down in the garage by a lot. Our heating system, like the drilling hole, started giving off bad values, low values. So we have pretty much almost shut it off completely to let it regain its energy, thermal heating. So yeah, that's basically a whole session done. I've gone through the parts that I need. Maybe I'll do some pull-ups. Depends. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do some deadlifting tomorrow, but I don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. I've done deadlifting a little bit this Monday. It's something I noticed that rolling 2 times in one day, it's not something I can do. I did rolling this Monday, with like 5-minute rounds in BJJ, kept going. Done after that, went to judo in the evening, did get to train some good techniques, but the physical aspect, because the people that go to that judo session, they probably haven't done anything that day, so they're fresh. And I just felt my joint is hurting. So Mondays, if I do roll, no judo in the evening, I'll go and do this session. Wednesday, there's usually no roll. Sometimes there's a roll, and if there's a roll, then I will go. But if not, I'll do gym here at home. And then in the evening, I can go to either BJJ, judo, and do like techniques. And then on Thursday, it's just all out war. 2 hours of gymnastic rolls and cardio, so nothing else that day. Today's Friday, and on Fridays I do a bit of lifting, not overly crazy, doing some lifting, focusing on 1 or 2 exercises, or now one exercise with, like, I work with my front legs and everything like that, my shoulders, and then I complement with these. Saturdays, hard judo, sparring, and maybe gym in the evening, depending on how I feel. Sunday, I rest, you know. So I can lift some weights and have judo at the same time, but I tried this Monday to go to the hard rolling in nogi. I did judo after, and trying to lift weight after that, and that was just a no-go. Still learning how to, you know, treat my body. And I feel like if I had to take like ibuprofen to not have the pain to be able to go train, then rest, you know. So yeah, and also I think because in judo you have like this, so you're kind of like training your legs already. So I think I'm done for today. This is a small session. I'm gonna go inside and stretch and eat something. Yeah, this is what I've been up to. Nothing, and life is standing still right now. But I find joy in different things, and I think I've come to appreciate things in another manner. And even though I notice I don't laugh as much anymore, I still, you know, like you can feel like a somewhat content feeling inside, but you don't really express it out, you know. So from going from being a very expressive person to this, you know, it is what it is. So that's the update. I didn't plan for this. I'm just talking. I don't plan for things, as I said. So I'm just talking. A lot of people already know this, but this is a way for me to talk off my chest, you know, to speak to something or someone. And now I dare to speak on my own channel, or my old channel again, which feels nice. So take care of yourselves. I'm going to go inside, eat, recover. Then I'm going to go and work and have some good vibes on a Friday with my colleague. That's what I'm gonna do. Peace.